there are similarities between the plague of rabbits that we've had in Australia, for instance, and the plague of plastic bottles that we're putting up with now. Rabbits were put in for convenience. Plastic bottles are convenient. We love them. We use them all the time. Just like rabbits, plastic bottles are extremely difficult to handle because they just don't like getting. There's very little friction between them, so they're very easy to ignore. They're very easy to get if they're too hard to handle, they're too easy for us to toss and to get them out of the way where we don't need to worry about them anymore. So the other thing is to be able to get people to get used to keeping as many of these little pests out of our waterways and our environment. We've got to make it as cheap, as easy, as convenient as we possibly can for them to actually take them away with them and stack them somewhere where they can be used. They're a very, very viable product. They recycle easily. They're worth money. A lot of states around the world have put a bounty on them, just like the rabbits. So we've got the ability to take these back, right, and return them and get money for them. And if we can get some money for them, then a whole industry follows up. The charitable institutions, we've got the recycling companies, we've got people who just need money to survive. We've got all of those things that come into play. So all we've got to do then is to get these little things so that they can be handled. And yes, if once we can do that with them, we've got the ability to then take them someplace and keep them, hang on to them so that they don't blow away in the wind. They don't mess up our beaches and our parks and the places that we hold so dear. We've got to be able to do it, and I believe each one of us has the responsibility to keep on doing that. Now, there are a number of ways. I approached it as looking at it the simplest possible way we could do it. I developed a pet leash. We're used to putting our pets on a leash. There's no reason in the world why we can't take a little plastic bottle and screw it in to a pet leash. Very easy to do. And we take the cover, hopefully we can find the cover, because remember, the covers are as much of an environmental problem as the bottle is itself, because they're too easy to lose. They get into our waterways, the fish eat them, and quite frankly they die. And there's this little ring here as well, which is also a problem. So if we can possibly get all of this together, we've got a triple whammy. Then if we can take them and get those back to where they can actually start making some money, then we've got some really serious weapons in our battleground to change this plague into a useful, common sense sort of area that we can still enjoy our bottle of water, which we seem to have got used to, all of us, or well, most of us. But at the same time we can do the right thing. I believe that the pet leash, and it has got so many variations which I'm going to go through as we go and show you how this little strap can be the most useful thing that we can hang on to at this stage of the game. Please come with me. We'll do it. The cost is absolutely insignificant, but all we've got to do is now start to change the thinking of the people who really matter, and that's us. Thank you.